Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Love Chisom. On today's video, I'll be teaching you how to draft this side pleated gown. When looking at this gown now, you see that it has a lapel and collar, and the back is also open. It's an open back side pleated gown with lapel and collar. Okay, if this is your first time of coming across my video, you are welcome. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If this is what you're interested in, keep on watching. Let's get started. Please don't forget to subscribe. So as you can see here, this is my pattern paper, and I added extra paper at the front and I used my masking tape to tape it down. As you can see my shoulder line, I've marked out my lines. I divided my paper into two. Okay, so as you can see here, this is my bust point, my under bust, my waistline. Okay, now to get to your hip line, from your waistline you're going to go down by 9 inches. Okay, now this is for my back, so bust point, waistline and hip line. I don't have under bust at the back, as you can see here. Okay, so that place I'm pointed now is my allowance. Okay, so that is the extra paper that I added, which I'll be using for my button allowance. And so this is it. Now I'm going to mark my neck width of 3 inches, neck depth of 3 inches. I'm going to mark my shoulder of 8.5, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant, which all this you're seeing me not doing here. So I'm going to curve my neck. Okay, after that I'm going to come down here by 8 inches for my armhole. To get your armhole, your bust circumference divide by 6 plus 1.5 inch allowance. So this is it. This is my armhole. I'm going to divide what I have here on my armhole into 2. 8 divided by 2, which is 4. And that line now will serve as my chest line. Okay, to serve as my chest line. So right here I'm going to go in by ½ inch, and I'm going to join the points and curve my armhole. So the next thing here is to mark my bust radius, which is my nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, mine is 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and that 4 is what I am marking here. I'm not going to make a bustier here. I'm not making use of bustier. Okay, so here on my waistline I'm going to mark 0.75 on both sides, both on the center front and the side front, and I'm going to connect it to my bust point. And I'm going to come down by 6 inches, and I'll also connect. Remember on my armhole, I divided it into 2, which I marked the center, which is the point you're seeing there. I'm going to curve from my bust point to my armhole. Okay, this will serve as princess that. No, remember we did not do contour here, but this is how we are going to run it. So now I'm going to go mark ½ inch on both sides of the lines, and I'm going to connect back to the curve. If you can remember, this gown neck look like an outer neck. So for your neck, I'm going to go out by 1.5, and I'm going to mark it here. And on my chest line, I'm going to go up by 2 inches. Reason for this is because if you curve it from your chest line, it will be too open at the armhole area. So go up by 2 inches, and then you are going to curve. Just watch how I'm going to curve. I'll first of all mark my line, just make the line visible, and then watch how I'm going to curve. Okay, so I'm going, first of all, I'm going to mark my bust circumference. Okay, remember here is my 1.5. Now I'm going to curve. From my bust circumference, I'm going to curve it to my 1.5. Just curve gently and carefully, okay? I hope you see how I place my ruler. So I use the curve area to curve this. Now I'm going to mark my body circumference, my waist divided by 4, plus my dart intake. I'm going to replace it. Hip divide by 4. I'm going to mark it. Remember, on this pattern, I'm not adding any allowance. So by the time you are done cutting, whatever I have, I'm going to take it down to my gown length. So then, remember, I did not add any allowance. So after cutting it, you can then add your allowance. Okay, you add your 1 inch on the sides and half inch on other areas. So now I'm going to curve. Just watch how I'm placing my ruler to curve this. I don't know why this particular ruler don't give me exactly what I want sometimes whenever I want to curve. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm just using it new, because I've not been using it. I've been using this type that I'm using to mark this thing now, so I think that is the problem, but I believe it will become part of me soon. So now to make a curve for the side pleats, you're going to go down from your waist by 2 inches. Okay, go down by 2 inches, and then you're going to curve like this. Okay, you can decide to go down from any length you want to take your curve to from your dart line, but just make a curve. It will still give you what you want. So I just curved mine like this. So this is what we have for the front. Okay, now for the back, I'm going to adjust my paper before I will draft the back. Okay, here I've adjusted my paper. So here I'm going to mark my shoulder, which is 8.5. I'm going to mark my neck width of 3 inches and my neck depth of 1 inch, and I'm going to curve my neck and join the points. So I'm going to curve my neck now. Okay, and I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slants, and I'm going to connect, and I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So I'll mark what I have on my shoulder to make sure I get an accurate line. On my armhole, I'm not going to go in by any half inch. I'll just place my ruler like this and I'll curve it. The reason because this is back. It does not need that inner curving. So right here, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4. I'm going to mark it down to my hip. I'm going to connect. I'll go in by half inch on both sides of the line, and I'll come down by 6 inches. Then I'm going to mark my dart leg. I will also take the line down to the gown length. Now I'll begin to mark my body circumference, my hip, my waist divide by 4 plus my dart intake. I'm going to replace it. So whatever I take from my dart, I'll replace. Okay. My hip divide by 4, and I will also take it down to my gown length. Okay. Now I'm going to join the 3 points together, my bust point, my waistline, my hip line, and to the hem of my gown. To also make the curve for the side pleats, I'm going to come down by 2 inches and I will connect, I'll curve it. So I'm going to measure where the front curve stopped. So I'm also going to mark it here and I'm going to connect. I have 4 inches there. I'm going to connect. Okay, just curve yours. Play with it anyhow you want to make your curve. Just create something beautiful, or you can create what we have here. Okay, it's all good. Remember, I went up by 2 inches on the front area, so I'm going up by 2 inches here too. And this is what we have for the back. Okay, this is what we have for the back. I'm going to connect here so that everything will align. Okay, everything will look good. So this is the front and the back. Okay, so this is what we have. So now I'm going to cut the back so that we can be able to work on the front. Okay. So this is what we have for the front, for the back, sorry. This is what we have for the back. So now let's go over to the front. Let's work on the front. I'm going to cut out these pieces and I'm going to join it at the front. Okay, I'm going to join it at the up here. We're going to use this to cut out our collar, our lapel and collar. So to cut out your collar, you're going to go up by 3.5. You can measure your back neckline, then use it to cut it out, but I don't do that. I will just go up by 3 inches or 4 inches. Okay, bend your ruler. Just see how I place my ruler. You're going to curve it to your neckline. Okay, curve it like this to your neckline. Make sure it's 3.5. Okay, just be sure. Just mark your 3.5. Now we are also going to go out like this by 3.5. Okay, please watch how I'm placing my ruler. Okay, so for your lapel, I'm going to make use of 3 inches here. I'm going to mark 3 inches. This is for the lapel, and I'm going to mark the line out. Okay, so now for the slits on the lapel and collar, the opening there, I'm going to go up by 1 inch. Or you can decide to mark it. Just place your ruler this way and you mark. Okay, either you go up by 1 inch or you place your ruler like this and mark. It depends on how opening you want your lapel and collar. Okay, so join your points, all the points you mark, join them. Now for my collar, I am going to mark 2.5 inches here now, 2.5. If you want it 3 inches like you marked before on your lapel, you can do it. Okay, now I'm going to curve, but I want my 2.5. Now I'm going to curve, so you can see what I have here. You can see my lapel and my collar coming together. Now I don't want this opening like this. This too open. After sewing it, it will be too open, so I have to go up by 1 inch. Then I'm going to curve. Okay, I went up by 1 inch, then I'm going to curve. Okay, I'll also join it to my collar. So after sewing this, now you see this is the opening that you will have between your lapel and your collar. Okay, now here I'm going to go out by 1/2 inch, and I'll also go up by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to join it here. I'm going to join it like this. Just watch what I am doing. If you don't understand what I'm saying, watch what I'm doing. Now for this 1/2 inch, you can join it to the mouth of this collar, or you can mark it the way I just did mine, because I want it this way. So that is why now I'm curve. Okay, so this is your lapel and collar. Okay, now for our button allowance, I'm going to make use of 1.5 inches. Okay, I'm just adjusting my paper to mark my button allowance. So for my button allowance, I'm going to mark it here, depending on how opening you want your chest area. If you want it more opening, you can go down at your bust point. Okay, but I'm marking at my chest line, 1.5 inches all through. And I am going to join it to my 3 inches for my lapel. Okay, this is what I have here. So this is what I have. This is for the front. This is our lapel, and this is our collar. Now I am going to cut it out. Okay, so the next thing I will do is to cut it out. By the time you are done sewing this, it will give you exactly what is on the dress. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now you can decide to do your slash and spread. That is your choice. And if you don't want, you can cut it. Just cut a straight strap, pleat it there. Just make sure the length is equal with your gown. Okay. After cutting it, this is what we have. This is for the front, and the other one is for the back. So this is for the front, the lapel and collar, as you can see it there. Okay, you can see it, how opening it is. I don't want mine to open. Okay, so and this one now is for the back. So by the time you are done sewing this, you will get a very good results. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye for now.